Hello Kanto University, this is Mr. Lilibaba, and welcome to Pokemon Competitive Bios. Aegislash, a Pokemon introduced in Generation 6, is a Steel and Ghost type. Its current tier ranking places it in Overused, or OU tier. In this video, I will be analyzing the competitive aspects of Aegislash, grading them, and then giving an overall competitive grade and suggesting a set to run on it to be successful in competitive play. Beginning with Aegislash's stats. The grade I gave this Pokemon was an A+. As you can see on screen, Aegislash's stats vary depending on the stance that it is in, virtually allowing for a 150 base in whichever stat you plan on using each turn. These incredibly high stats make Aegislash extremely versatile and unpredictable, and are definitely worthy of an A+ grade. Now, onto the move pool. In this regard, Aegislash got an A-. This Pokemon gets access to essential setup moves like Swords Dance and King's Shield, as well as things like Automize. With the high attack stat it receives in its Blade form, Sacred Sword and other powerful physical moves add to the appeal of this Pokemon's moveset. On top of that all, it even receives priority from Shadow Sneak. All of this is enough to warrant an A- grade. Next, it's time to look at Aegislash's abilities. Stance Change is not only the only ability Aegislash has access to, but it's also exclusive. This ability changes the form of the Pokemon depending on the move selected for a turn. In this area, I gave Aegislash another A+. Stance Change is arguably one of the best abilities in the game, and it meshes perfectly with the stat layouts of Blade and Shield form. Its ability is one of the aspects of Aegislash that makes it the most dangerous and definitely deserves such a high grade. Aegislash and its respective evolution line were the first Pokemon ever to receive the Steel and Ghost typing. Now, although Steel lost its resistances to Dark and Ghost in Generation 6, it also gained a new immunity, Fairy. So, taking this into account, I gave Aegislash a typing grade of an A. On top of its 9 resistances, this thing also has 3 immunities in Normal, Fighting, and Poison. This leaves only 6 out of the 18 types to hit Aegislash for normal damage or higher, which is the main rationale behind this Pokemon's typing grade. Countering Aegislash is somewhat tricky. However, prankster Pokemon such as Sableye and Klefki can prevent it from setting up, and tanks with access to Earthquake like Landorus and Swampert can really give this thing trouble. In addition to these, Mandibuzz can resist both Shadow Sneak and the common Sacred Sword that Aegislash runs. Although countering Aegislash can be difficult, it is still more than possible, and the grade I gave it was a B+. Now that all of these aspects have been analyzed, it's time to give Aegislash an overall grade. This Pokemon is already a huge threat in the metagame, and for this, I gave it a grade of an A. Its stats and ability make it extremely versatile and unpredictable, as I've said before, and its typing doesn't hinder it in the slightest. If you're looking for an all-around good Pokemon, look no further than Aegislash. And now, it's time for Mr. Lilibaba Suggests. This is where I suggest a set to run on the Pokemon featured in the video to be successful in competitive play. The Aegislash set that I'm suggesting is a very common set. For this set, I suggest full 252 EV investments in attack and HP. The nature you should use here is Brave, which raises attack and lowers speed. As far as item goes, the leftovers are your best bet. With the moveset, I chose to go with Shadow Sneak, King's Shield, Swords Dance, and Sacred Sword. With King's Shield allowing for switch back to Shield form, Swords Dance allowing setup, Shadow Sneak providing priority and stab, and Sacred Sword taking care of normal and dark types that resist the previous move, this set can be very effective and show off just how much of a threat Aegislash can be. Thank you, Kanto U viewers, for watching, and please remember, as always, to suggest Pokemon you would like to see in the bios of the comments section down below. Once again, thank you for watching.